Hello Holotable Warriors, I am ALIASWGOH, and this is my first fully voiced video, so I decided to do something fun and rank the top 10 characters I want to see in this game. Keep in mind this is my opinion, and I will be leaving out characters such as Darth Revan, because he will easily take first place, and also Jango Fett, as people are speculating he will be available in game soon. Let's get to it.
Where'd you get that? Give it here.
Starting at number 10, we have the Resistance fighter, Saw Gerrera. There are three versions of Saw, the first from his early years from the Clone Wars. This version of Saw would not have a leadership ability, even though he always thought himself as a leader. He would be labeled as a rebel attacker. The second version of Saw is from Star Wars Rebels. This version would be at his peak in terms of skill as a leader and a fighter. He can be given a grenade that has bonuses against droids, a blaster special ability, and his basic would be unarmed combat since he overpowered both Rex and Ezra unarmed. He can also be given a leader ability that affects rebels and minor bonuses to all others since he was a commander at this point. This version of Saw is the one I would want the most. The last version of Saw that we are probably not going to get is the Forrest Whitaker version from Rogue One. I do not see this happening because Rogue One tunes have come and gone and he was not released. This version of Saw would have diminished combat abilities due to his crippling injuries. He would have to be a support tune with a powerful leadership ability. Here's a quote from Dave Filoni on Saw Gerrera. Saw Gerrera is maybe the original rebel. He is the first in a long line of people that got trained by Jedi to fight for themselves, to save their planets during the Clone Wars. He's the beginning of what would eventually become the Rebel Alliance. At number 9, we have the blue milk drinking, nephew killing, lonely Jedi. I know a lot of people on Reddit forums have theory crafted a kit for Hermit Luke or old Luke Skywalker. My version would have him be similar to Hermit Yoda in terms of not attacking, but a tank version. He can have blue milk incorporated into his kit to recover health, but only to himself, and a similar buff to battle meditation, but not as powerful. His best ability is what I like to call Force Illusion. It can be a taunt that has a unique buff similar to Foresight, where he does not take damage for 3 turns and the taunt cannot be dispelled, and it can only be used once per battle. Just little theory crafting. Let me know down in the comments section what your version of Hermit Luke would look like. At number 8, we have fan favorite character from The Force Awakens that I'm surprised hasn't made it into the game yet. Nines. I know he had a short scene in the movie, but to me it was memorable, and that did not stop First Order Executioner from making it into the game. He would obviously be First Order faction since he is a right control stormtrooper. I would also love if he had a unique or special ability called Traitor. It can be like a self buff or something. All I know is Capital Games would make a great kit for this character.
7. Funny, those belong to Ventress. Should have gotten rid of them.
I think they suit me.
At number 7, we have Darkside BARRISS OFFEE. Maybe Cos Van Han would like this version better than the current one in the game. She would be an attacker. I'm not sure if she would be a Sith, since there's a lot of debate about that subject. Some say she was just influenced by the dark side and had it turn into a Sith. Kind of how Visas Mara is a light side tune, but she is not a Jedi. I haven't given much thought about her kit, but if there are any theory crafters out there, comment down below what you think her kit would look like.
6.
At number 6, we have Episode 1 Obi-Wan Kenobi. The same version of Obi-Wan that gave us our favorite scene from The Phantom Menace, when he dueled with Darth Maul and sliced him in half. This version of Obi-Wan can be a speedy Jedi attacker that has synergy with Qui-Gon Jinn. Whenever his master gets killed, he gets a buff that activates one of his abilities, which can be like Annihilate, that one hit kills an enemy that does not have protection. And if the enemy has protection, he wipes out the whole protection bar. I rated him this high because I want more Obi-Wans in this game. Since we have so many Hans in the game, why not? Even Bastille is an honorary Han. Try typing Han in the in-game search bar and see who shows up.
5.
Coming in at number 5 is Jedi Master Ki-Adi-Mundi. I don't want to discriminate because of the shape of his head. I wasn't going to rate him this high until I researched some more information about this guy. He was on the Jedi Council with Mace Windu, who still needs a rework, and Grandmaster Yoda. He was considered intelligent. I guess that's why he was designed with a big head. and he was a lightsaber expert. He had extremely fast reflexes. That is why during Order 66, when his clone troopers backstabbed him, he was able to deflect several shots and kill 2 troopers before he was ultimately killed. Blaster reflection is something I would like to see in the game. It can be based on a percentage depending on how skilled the Jedi is, and could be incorporated somehow with a crit avoidance arrow, which would give it some viability in game. The chances of Mundi appearing in this game is really high, since there are data mined pictures of him just like there was for Aurra Sing, and she's just been recently released. Four, we have the mother of Luke and Leia, Padme Amidala. But not just any version, we want the GEONOSIS version, where she wields a blaster and is wearing battle attire. Padme could be a Galactic Republic attacker. Although her combat is not often highlighted, she has been shown to be quite capable. In episode 2, she fights squads of battle droids with hand-to-hand combat and a blaster. She has also outgunned bounty hunter Aurra Sing in the Clone Wars episode Assassin. The likelihood of being in the game seems quite high. Leave a like if you would like to see her make an appearance in the game.
Hey, Kenobi! Hey, Commander, looking good? Kenobi, you look worse for wear. How's temple life?
And number 3, we have the former lover of Night Sister Asajj Ventress and the master to ALIASWGOH, the Jedi Master QUINLAN Vos. QUINLAN Vos is an interesting character that has flirted with the dark side and gone to the dark side in the Clone Wars series, but was brought back by his love for Ventress. Vos has a unique ability to see the memories of other beings by simply touching an object they had been in contact with. This made Vos an expert at tracking. Vos also has used Vapad during a practice duel. Vapad was developed by Mace Windu, a combat form that allowed the user to challenge his own internal darkness. Since Vos was so close to the dark side, Master Windu forbid him from learning Vapad. In Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Vos can be a Jedi attacker that can have some form of meter that can be utilized from light side to dark side during battle, depending on the user's actions. He can also have some sort of synergy with ALIASWGOH and Asajj Ventress. Maybe with Asajj, if she is present, he can quickly get his meter out from dark side and into neutral as long as she is alive.
It's treason then. You dare to attack a Jedi!
Number 2 is former Jedi Master PONG KRELL. PONG KRELL just looks really cool. He is capable of wielding 2 double-bladed lightsabers. He can either be a Sith/Separatist, a tank, or an attacker, and can have bonuses against clones, since he despises them. One of my favorite scenes in the Clone Wars series is when he was wrecking a platoon of clones all by himself. His goal was to become Count Dooku's apprentice. KRELL was really fast, smart, and has superhuman strength, as well as being able to manipulate his enemies. Comment down below if you think I ranked KRELL too high. And the number 1 character I want in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is the Supreme Leader Snoke. This character should have a legendary event and be a meta-defining character for the First Order. The mobile game Star Wars Force Arena already has Snoke in the game. Please CG, give us a Supreme Leader. Snoke is a very powerful dark side Force user. His lightning ability goes through the ground, differing from Palpatine. If he was introduced in the game, he can be given a non-resistible stun, much stronger than the one Crew has in the game, something as powerful as Fracture or Isolate. He should be given a very powerful leader ability that will make First Order viable in Arena. Those are the top 10 characters I want in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Comment down below if I missed anyone, because I know I did, obviously, it's top 10. I do lore videos, top 10s, Arena, both squad and fleet, and have much more planned for the future. Don't miss out.